Hey guys, Marsinger here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today you're going to see a run that was recorded on stream earlier this morning. I'll be streaming again tomorrow morning, so keep an eye out on the channel. Subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when I'm going live. Follow me on Twitter, all that stuff I post on all my socials when I'm going to be going live. But yes, I've been trying this run. I tried it quite a lot when the event first came out to do Cell Max with the AGL Cell team. And so I decided recently to have another couple of goes because my AGL cell before the worldwide celebration started was only 55%. Now that he's returned, obviously on a banner, I pulled a couple of copies and then decided to just buy the last one with coins so that mine is rainbow. So then I thought, you know, now we're going to have a better chance because when you get to Tech Cell Max, Cell's defense can be pretty good after a super or two, but he's always going to die to a super. He does have built-in dodge, which you'll see in this run does actually come in clutch at least once. And someone in chat, shout out to them, suggested actually putting the physical LR metal cooler on the team. And funnily enough, this run that you're now going to see is the first run we tried on stream with LR metal cooler on the team instead of the int LR cell. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the run. Shout out to any of you guys watching this now that were there at the stream. And let's just go ahead and jump straight in. Alright, so AGL Cell versus Cell Max. I've been trying this run for quite a while. Now that my AGL Cell is rainbow and not 55%, it feels like it might be a little bit easier. Let's do that. Wow, I can get 9 orbs and it's still not enough. Fortunately, we need him to get hit in these earlier turns so that he can get the build up. Yeah, go. You know, I know. Like you can just force close the game and restart it. Yeah, we don't. Part of my brand at this point, I guess, is that I don't do app resets, especially for challenge runs. Even if it is something like that, right, where it's a genuine mistake, where the auto was left on, it used the Tech Android's active skill in turn 1 against the STR cell. But yeah, I've kind of made that my thing, that I don't do app resets for challenge runs. So, unfortunately, for better or worse, it means I have to stick with that now. But yeah, so we need Cooler to get hit early on to get built up, because obviously he does get key as well as the stats, which he's going to need on this team because he doesn't have the best links. He's going to share big bad bosses with some of the units, of course. Alright, so we get the androids floated off here. So do that. It's not super important for Cell to super, but we got lucky with the AGL orb spawning at the top. Because basically, part of the strategy for this is we have to get same type orbs as much as possible. Because obviously the event is quite short, especially the first 2 phases. And then the Tech Cell Max phase is the hardest part, obviously. But for this team especially, because the biggest problem that this team has is that they don't have like any real big damage dealers outside of AGL Cell. And obviously in the final phase he has type disadvantage. So if you're not getting crits, he's not really doing a lot of damage anyway. So what you really want is when we get to Tech Cell, we need the AGL cell, both my one and the friend. They need to be getting like additional supers with crits. Otherwise it just takes way too long to kill him. Because the problem that we have is we only have 1 unit on the team, which is the int Android 16. We only have 1 unit on the team that can tank super attacks. Nobody else on this team can tank super attacks. Like the even Jiro and 19, right? If they get supered before they've supered, they die. If they get supered after they super, we still take a lot of damage, but we don't die. So it's also in these early turns we need to get lucky. In this turn specifically, or this phase specifically, with the AoE attacks. Now on this turn we have a lot of healing, so it's fine. We get Jiro and 19 to attack as early as possible so they get the rest of their defense. Because they get most of their defense from supering. I mean, you can see the difference, right? The previous attack all is did like 50k. And then once they super, it's double digits. And they heal, so they heal back all the damage they took anyway. And then by having the Physical Cell in slot 3, we're going to get the heal. Because how much does this do? They have type disadvantage. This might actually do some damage. Yeah, 140k. But then Physical Cell in slot 3, we're deliberately getting the 12 key super so that we get the heal. And also we do less damage so we can have more time to pick up same type orbs and stuff. Because this team, we don't have any units that need to stack. But we definitely do need to build up the Dokkan gauge as quickly as possible. See, these are the kind of turns. This is what we need the cells to be doing in the tech phase. Like triple supers, all crits, like tons of damage. Like that's what we need to see in the final phase. And ideally, if possible, we want AGL Cell to get the Dokkan attack and get a crit. The only problem with that is, of course, AGL Cell is not a slot 1 unit. So depending on the rotation, he's not going to be in slot 1. I think this is physical. We're still on Physical Cell. That would be good. Yeah, good. Because then that gives us the opportunity to have... Should I do this? Yeah, let's do this. We'll keep Cooler around for the potential Dokkan attack. Because obviously I'd rather get the Dokkan attack with Metal Cooler than 16 if possible. But yeah, Cell's team definitely is a bit limited now, especially for Cell Max. Like, there's just not a lot of teams in this, not a lot of units on his team that are really, really good against Cell. I mean, obviously Cell Max, like as we've said many times before in videos and stuff, Cell Max is kind of an anomaly, right? Like, just hits ridiculously hard. The way you approach his event is completely different, right? Because he doesn't disable dodge. You can get away with using some of the strats, like the Hercule, Pycon's active skill, that kind of thing. But like stuff like this, for example, the longer the event goes on, the more likely it is that we are to lose. Because, like, look at this turn. It's not the worst turn in terms of the layout of attacks, but like, Jiro and 19 in slot 1, like I already said, if they get supered, we just die. The androids cannot tank without getting orbs. And then AGL Cell, ideally we need him to dodge, but, you know, we never know what he's going to do. So we do have to go ahead and use the active skill basically straight away. And then hopefully the tech orbs, these should drop down, yep. So we can get 9 orbs, that's actually pretty decent for you. And then we are able to get the super for Cell. Because we need perfect Cell, as I said already, needs to be getting like additional supers and crits and things like that. Physical Metal Cooler, in a way you could say he's a good buff for the team. The problem is he doesn't really link very well. At least he has big bad bosses with the AGL Cell and like the Physical Cell. But he's definitely not like the best unit in this scenario because of the surroundings. Double super from the androids is very good. 7.7 million, we take that. Because that's the thing, we just need to do damage. Because look how much damage we're going to do in this one turn. So it all depends on Cell, to be honest. But we've done 1 health bar so far. Crit. There we go, that's what we need. And there's the additional super. Come on, Cell. Give me the triple super, triple crit turn. Nice. Okay. So, do I do this and hope that Metal Cooler dies at the end? The problem is with this rotation, actually I guess we keep you on rotation because of the revival potential, right? But then the super could be at the end. And you get, what do you get? Gentleman from Physical Cell, which does Key 2 and 10% defense. That is pretty useful. Because we need... Physical Cell needs to 18 key super in order for him to have enough defense. So I think what I need to do is I need to do this. We don't need to worry about supering with 16. And then we'll do this. And then, yeah, we didn't get the 18 key for you. So the best case scenario for this turn is that he... Okay, so he supered in slot 1. I was going to say is that he supers again at the end and kills Metal Cooler. Because Physical Cell will survive normal attacks after his 18 key super. But he's not going to be very good against... Like, well, I say not very good. He just dies to a super attack. And because he supered in slot 1, it means that he could super again. Now, if he supers in slot 3... Yeah, see, he's missing a lot of the other links he gets from Cell, the other cells, which is another reason why I feel like Metal Cooler is not the best fit on the team. Because if we had Int Cell in slot 3, who I took off to put on Metal Cooler, we'd have had a lot more of the Cell links active, and then Physical Cell tanks way better than that. But if he supers again, we have kind of, yeah, so we've secured the another turn at least by having Metal Cooler here. Because if this was Int Cell in slot 3, we would be dead now. So, and now Metal Cooler has basically used up his usefulness. He's still good, right? He can still hit relatively hard. But now we've gotten the revival, so that's what we came here for. That's what we brought him along for. But let's see if we can actually capitalize on it. Because, as I said, the biggest issue is there's barely any units on this team that can actually survive a super attack. So, we've got another chance, but... yeah, exactly. 16 fits because his defense is so good. Ooh, no attacks in slot 1. That is actually really good. 10 orbs. Only 7 of them attack, but that is still very good. And then we can get 3 orbs for you, as well as saving some of the type orbs that we need. So far, we haven't had to use a Sensu Bean as well. So, as long as we don't get caught out again, like here with a super attack, we are pretty good. Now, obviously, Cell Max doesn't have a key-based super, so we can't nullify. If he had a key-based super attack, this run would have been easy, right? Everyone would have done it ages ago. Oh, no. Well, we're dead. Because if he doesn't super in slot 1, that means he's probably supering in slot 2, so we're dead. Because the tech androids don't live a super from him, regardless of how many orbs you pick up. We tank the normals for double digits, which is nice. Ooh, now the only thing that we could see, if he super attacks AGL Cell has, is it a 30% chance to dodge? So, that's what we basically need on this turn. We need to get the luck that AGL Cell just gets these dodges, otherwise it is GG. He didn't super. Wow. Okay. I guess I'll take that. Wow. I'm genuinely surprised. Okay, so... I really want to float off the physical cell. Although I floated off AGL Cell last time, didn't I? So I don't want to end up getting the double cell rotation. That's the problem. So we'll do... I can't super with 16 anyway. So we'll do this. Yeah, if we can get the rage mode with Cell, if we can live this turn and then get the rage mode with Cell on the next turn, then I think we will be looking pretty good. Alright, well, it's all in RNG's hands now. We haven't had to use a Sensu Bean. Okay, good. Now, the only problem is, obviously, he can double super if he supers in slot 1, which is unfortunate. Alright, so Cell, if Physical Cell could double super, that would be really nice, because not only do we get the heal off of his 12 key, but he gets another defense buff. Oh, additional normal. So close to glory. 40k. Ooh. Ooh. 9.7 million from AGL Cell. Let's go. Crit? Oh, no crit. We'll get the additional though, and then he jumps up to 10.1. Come on, crit. Oh, come on, man. Dodge. Oh, he did. He dodged the super. Oh, the only problem... Okay, Icarus here is good. Ooh, okay, this is good as well. Not Fierce Battle and Nightmare. I mean, I'll take it, I guess. No crit, unfortunately. Now, the problem here is I really don't want to get the Dokkan attack with Jiro and 19. But I don't want to put the androids in slot 1. I see 7 tech orbs. Is that enough? Because the problem is, if we get supered in slot 1, everybody's just dead on this turn, so it doesn't really matter. How much? Let me double check the androids, because don't they need 8 orbs to get their full thing? Yeah, see, they need 8 orbs to get the additional 80% defense. So, if we were to put them in slot 1 and do this, that will drop down the tech orbs and connect this whole, like, right side up. If only you could just reset the app, I know, right? But then we would be betraying our principles. So, I guess we're going to do this. Yeah, because now we can get 8 orbs, right? So the androids are... Okay, well, this is not a bad turn as long as we don't get horribly unlucky in slot 1. Okay, good. Alright. If Jiro and 19 double supered here as well, that would be really good, because they do get that extra defense. But yeah, it would be much better if we had AGL Cell on this turn, because we could have put him in slot 1. Even if it wasn't a dodge, he would have lived 1 normal attack. And then him getting the Dokkan attack, if he actually gets the crit, then it would be GG. But 6.6 million. Oh, they got the double super. I think they might live a super attack now. I'm not sure. Oh, and they crit as well. Let's go. All right, how much damage do the androids do? Oh my god, he didn't super. 8.1. Double super androids, please. Or crit, or both. Just come through for me, tech androids. You can do it. No! If he supers, I'm dead. He didn't super. Oh my god, we got the luckiest RNG. He didn't super attack. So Metal Cooler should kill him. Oh, you suck. Ha, I say that. And then he comes back. He comes back from the ashes. Oh my god, we actually did it. First attempt with putting Metal Cooler on the team as well. So shout out to whoever it was in the chat that said to put Metal Cooler on the team. But we actually did it. I can't believe it. The RNG on that final turn was clutch. But yeah, there you go. I've literally been trying to do this run since the event came out. And there you go. We didn't actually even need to use the Senzu Bean. I think the Icarus probably did. I'd have to re-watch that turn where the Icarus was active. But I actually think we didn't even need the support memory. So not only did we do it, it was almost a no-item run. Okay, yeah, that was wild. I need to take a screenshot of that. So yeah, there you go. Metal Cooler came in clutch with the revival. Jiro and 19 double supering. They crit on that second super, so they, with their Dokkan attack added together with that second super, they did like 10 million damage to him in that turn, which was pretty good. And then the tech androids came close. When LR Cooler didn't kill, because he shares what, like 2 links with the tech androids, so obviously he's not at his like full potential. When he didn't kill, I was ready to throw up my hands in defeat, because we did get one turn where he didn't super at all, but it was probably going to super in that last turn. But yeah, AGL Cell actually did really well throughout that run. He dodged a super, which, I mean, the run would have been over at that point. So yeah, there you go. We managed to beat Cell Max with the AGL Cell team.